Hi, I'm Kristen Merkruziak. I currently teach second grade and have been for the past 7 years. Next year, I'm super excited to be moving up to third grade. Second grade's GAN, or greatest area of need, has been operations and algebraic thinking the past few years, according to our math outcomes. Math fluency falls under this category. After further talking with third grade teachers, my second grade team and I have come to realize how important math fluency is because of the impact it has on our students in the upper grades. They move on from second grade and lack the basic math fact knowledge to help them continue to be successful. After completing my literature review, two things jumped out at me. One is the efficacy of the computer-based programs in helping students retain their math facts. And the second one was how repeated practice, modeling, and reinforcement components benefit math fluency. So the takeaway that I gathered from these two studies was that I needed an intervention that needs to be engaging but done in an efficient manner in the classroom, and that the use of flashcards in a computer-based program can be beneficial. The purpose of this action research is to focus on how the teaching of fact fluency strategies impact second grade students' mastery of fact fluency in a Southwest suburban elementary school. My two research questions were, what effect does the use of a computer-based program have on students' basic math fact fluency as measured by progress on a monthly basis? And what effect does the use of a computer-based program have on students' motivation to learn basic math facts for fluency as measured by an attitudinal survey? The participants in my research study were 27 and 8-year-olds of varying ability levels. The students were given a 50 mixed addition and subtraction sheet, which ranged from the numbers 0 to 20 to gain baseline knowledge of the students. This was timed for 2 minutes. They utilized graphing to track their progress in their data folders. They were also given a 10-question attitudinal survey to express their opinions in regards to math facts and their beliefs on the best learning method. They were then introduced to Extra Math, which is a computer-based program that aims to increase students' mastery of math fact fluency. The goal was to have students on 3 times a week for 15 minutes. Every other week, students completed a 50 mixed addition and subtraction problem set and tracked their progress on their graphs. At the end of the 8 weeks, the students were given a post-test that reflected the pre-test. There were 2 types of data collection instruments used. One was the 50 mixed addition and subtraction probe for pre- and post-assessments, and the other was a teacher-created survey, which were questions regarding students' feelings about math. These 2 graphs represent the answer for my first research question. What effect does the use of a computer-based program have on students' basic math fact fluency as measured by progress on a monthly basis? The figure on the left displays the pre-test and post-test scores of each student, while the figure on the right displays the class average for the pre-test, 4 checkpoints, and post-test. The pre-test average was 26 out of 50 correct total responses, and the average on the post-test was 38 out of 50 correct total responses. 100% of students increased their scores if you include the one student who scored a 50 out of 50 on the pre-test and 50 out of 50 on the post-test. My other research question, what effect does the use of a computer-based program have on students' motivation to learn basic math facts for fluency, as measured by an attitudinal survey, had a few themes and trends. The first one was that success can improve student attitude. On the pre-survey, 70% of students always wanted to know their math facts quickly, and on the post-survey, 100% of students always wanted to know their math facts quickly. On the pre-survey, 55% of students stated that they always enjoy learning math facts, and on the post-survey, 90% stated they always enjoyed learning their math facts. The other theme was that mastery increases confidence. On my pre-survey, 15% stated that they can always answer addition facts quickly, whereas the post-survey, 50% stated that. On the pre-survey, 35% said they always use their fingers or tally marks to solve their facts, and on the post-survey, that went down to 20%. The study's results provided an understanding of each research question. The results of the mixed addition and subtraction assessments demonstrated an increase in the students' performance as scores improved from the pre to the post test. The majority of students showed consistent growth throughout the entirety of the research project. When examining the class as a whole, the average improved by 12 problems between the pre and post tests. This indicates that the repetition and consistent exposure provided by the computer-based program improved the students' fact fluency and automaticity. When the students began seeing their success on their graphs, it showed them the importance of math facts. One thing I learned is that there needs to be consistency in order for students to obtain success in learning their basic math fact retention. Also, by providing the students with a way to track their own results, they are able to see their progress due to their repetitive practice. Throughout the completion of the research project, there were several limitations that could have impacted the study results. Students are taken out of class or absent from school frequently, therefore they do not have access to the computer-based program when this occurs. They are unable to complete the program 3 times per week, like the other students in the study. I would recommend developing a schedule when the majority of students are in the classroom next time. I would try to coordinate better with the special services that require students to be removed from the classroom. Another limitation is the lack of a control group. By utilizing a control group of students who did not have access to extra math, I could have compared the assessment results of the control group with the experimental group. The final limitation is the mixed addition and subtraction assessments implemented throughout the 8-week study, that they contained different questions or math problems. The only similarity between them was that the problem results did not exceed the value of 20. I would recommend that if the study is completed in the future, to implement the same pre and post test to more accurately gauge the impact of the computer-based program. I believe the biweekly assessments should still contain mixed addition and subtraction problems that would ensure students are learning their basic math facts throughout the study. Overall, I'm very happy with the results of my research project and know that being consistent with math fact fluency is key to growth and success.